Welcome back to Rectory Rovers Sunday League Football, and today Rectory take on Richmond Rangers. It's the first time that these two sides have ever met, and it's sure to be an interesting test for Rectory today. Today, the starting lineup, we have Nathan Warren in goal, Jack Vowell at left back, Jake Fox right back, Michael Adams and Mark Simmons starting at centre half due to captain Bobby being late. Midfield four, we got Chrissy Law, Alex Murphy with Jack Dartser and Eben Routledge on the wings. Then up front, we got Titch and Alfie Dancy. On the bench today, we got Bobby Arthur, Shay, Matt Pettit, Dan Pettit and Ollie Greystone up the Rectory. So here we go then, as Richmond Rangers get the game underway. Look to play out from the back early doors. Richmond have had an interesting start to the league, quite inconsistent, but I believe they had a strong team out today. And we join the action here with Jake Fox with a throw-in on the far side. Rectory unbeaten in the league so far this season, with this being their fourth league game. They're looking to keep that run going as Titch plays in Dancy, but it's cleared for a corner. That corner is then going to be whipped in by Eben. Standing over it, whips a lovely ball into the box. Not attacked, cleared by Richmond, but falls to Chrissy Law on the edge. Chrissy gets his head up and finds Dartser. Eben's screaming for the ball. Dartser takes a little bit too long to release him, but when he eventually does, Eben gets a shot away and is saved well by the goalkeeper. Another corner for Rectory, as they've put a lot of early pressure on Richmond defence early on into the game, as Eben takes that other corner. It's flicked on by Alex, it's just wide of the post, that one. Another corner here for Rectory, as Jack Dartser takes it this time, floats it towards the back stick looking for the head of Marky Simmons, but instead it finds Eben, who skips past the first defender, gets his head up and tries to switch it back to Jack Dartser, but it's only hit a Richmond head and they clear, but it falls to Michael Adams. They've got 10 men behind the ball this early on. Michael Adams floats a lovely ball in towards Eben, and it's just wide the post. Free kick here this time for Rectory as Nathan Warren takes it. Falls to Chrissy Law, doesn't get it under, but Eben gets a shot away. It's wide that time. Goal kick here this time for Rectory. Nathan Warren the ball in his hands. He kicks it long, looking to play in Dartser, but Richmond clear, only as far as their fullback. Best spell of the game this for Richmond. They flick it on, and eventually their strikers through on goal, taking a heavy touch, and Jake Fox, he's deflected it in, and against all the play, Rectory are 1-0 down. Richmond 1, Rectory Rovers 0. Shocker of a goal for Rectory to concede. Jake Fox scoring the own goal. Quite a strange one to concede as well, but now Rectory are 1-0 down with a team that are looking to sit back. Could be quite a difficult afternoon all of a sudden, and now Jake Fox gets the ball at his feet, gets his head up, tries to find Jack, but it's miscontrolled, and now Richmond look to double it, but it's a good tackle by Jake, who's recovered well, and it's now falling to the feet of Mike, who gets his head up and plays a diagonal ball to Eben. Eben in on goal, it's the post. Could have been 1-1 so quick. Rectory desperate to get back into this game now. As you can see, Bobby Arthur, the skipper, warming up on the sideline, but Dartser whips the free kick in off of Dancy. Keeper saves it, and then Dancy can't follow up with a rebound. Could have been 1-1. And here we are now with Nathan Warren with the ball at his feet. Gives it to Jake Fox, and Jake gets his head up and starts to drive forward. Finds Dancy, who drops deep to collect the ball. It's like pinball at the minute, but Titch gets it under nicely. Releases Jack Dartser. Is Jack about to score? Flicks it up, the keeper's off his line quickly. Goal kick here for Richmond. It's a poor kick, and it falls to Jack. Jack with his head up, plays in Titch. Is this going to be the equaliser? Titch cuts back to Alex. Alex turns on that left foot of his. It's a good save by the goalkeeper, who's outstanding in this game. And now it's fallen to Eben, gives it to Mark, whips across in, and yet again that is dealt by the goalkeeper. Free kick here for Rectory now, as Jack Dartser looks to take. Drills it in quite well, but it's not going to trouble a goalkeeper of this calibre. And that goalkeeper then takes a long goal kick. Surely the whistle is approaching, and it looks like Rectory Rovers are going to be losing at half-time for the first time this season, going in at half-time 1-0 down. It's going to be about how Rectory can respond now, and at half-time, that is Rectory Rovers 0, Richmond Rangers 1, and this is the moment in the video we like to play our sponsors video. Show love to those who show love to us. Thank you. So here we have the second half, and Alfie Dancy gets us underway. Weird one this game. Rectory having all the early pressure, all the early chances, but going in at half time 1-0 down. Now it's about how the boys can respond. As Alex Murphy picks the ball up here, looking to get Rectory back into the game. Gives it to Jake, and instantly we know Jake's going to drive forward. Cuts inside and fires Dancer. Dancer switches the play to Mark, but it's cut out by the Richmond striker coming back to defend. And the referee plays advantage, ends up giving a free kick for Richmond. This time we have Eben on the ball, getting his head up. Lack of movement, it must be said. It's quite a cheap pass across the middle. Jake ball watching, and it finds Alex. Good tackle that. And the Richmond striker again picking up the ball, but Eben tackles him, and now Eben looks to get us underway, driving at the defence. It's not what they wanted. And Eben plays a chip ball through to Dancy. Dancy appealing for a penalty. I think it's soft. Here we have Jack Dancer with a throw in on the far side. Gives it to Eben, who gives it back to him. Play another 1-2, and now Eben gives it back to Jack. It's 1-1. Absolute quality finish from Jack Dancer in what has been a rough season for Dancer with a lot of injuries. Once he's back to full fitness, he can cause havoc in this league. And Jack Dancer shows an example of his quality there, with a superb finish to make it 1-1. And that could be huge. With 35 minutes left on the clock, that is Rectory Rovers 1, Richmond Rangers 1. One now, and Dancer standing over the ball. Chips the ball into Bobby. Is it going in? Just goes wide of the post. And now at the other end, we have a rare Richmond chance as they got a free kick. It's taken well, and that has just clipped the top of the crossbar. What a goal that would have been. And now at the other end again now, with Mark and Eben standing over a free kick, which Eben eventually takes. Drilled in low, bobbling around. Bobby takes a sting out of it, brings it down, releases it to Alex Murphy. Cleared off the line. Is it not going to be what Rectory Rovers day? As Alex eventually looks to find Eben, but kicks the ball out of play. So many chances for Rectory. Time running out with 20 minutes to go. And here we have Richmond on the ball, but it's stopped well by Mark, who gets his head up, finds Eben. Eben swivels and turns and releases Dancer. Dancer just asked to be sub. Can he square it to Shea? Can't find Shea. They're the sort of chances you need to be taking. But instead, we have Richmond here now. Bobby clears well. Rectory pressing for that winner. Always looked like it was going to come, but you never know in football. As Titch finds Dancy. Dancy now running down the right wing. Cuts inside brilliantly. Gets his head up. Sees Eben. Tries to dink it into him rather than drill it. And Richmond eventually clear their lines. So close to being 2-1 there. But now we have a Richmond goal kick. It's taken long. Defence is napping. It's cleared them both, and they got a chance to win it here. The striker just clears the crossbar as well, fortunately for Rectory. There's a good chance for Richmond, and the score remains 1-1. And we have Alex Murphy now, spreading the play across to Mark Simmons. Mark going on one of his mazy runs. Look how many bodies that Richmond have got behind the ball, defending for their life. Titch dropping deep to get some joy. He's been quiet in this game, but it's square to Chrissy Law. Chrissy tries to get a shot away. It's not happening for him. So he cuts back to Jack Val. Jack to Dancy. Back to Chris. Back to Jack. Can Rectory create something? Jack hurried down, wins it back again, flicks it on. Superb by Jack, who finds Dancy. Chipped in. Rectory having to be delicate in their creativity here, but eventually it goes out for a throw, which Chris Law takes. It's cleared again by Richmond, all 11 men behind the ball. Alex Murphy gets his head up, falls to Shea. Shea now driving at him. Cuts back, gives it to Chris. Chris gets a crossing. Only falls to Eben. Eventually, Eben is now through on goal. What can Eben do? Little back heel. Again cleared. Eben gets a cross back stick. Looks like it's going to be falling to Titch. Falls to Mark. Unbelievable save from the goalkeeper to keep the score at 1-1. And now, from that save, we have a corner, which Shea takes. Dinks it in back stick. Marky Simmons with a last-minute equaliser. Makes it Rectory Rovers 2, Richmond Rangers 1. There can't be hardly any time left. He's leapt like a salmon there and nodded that one in. Unbelievable stuff from Mark. Look what it means to the boys so early on in the season. These 3 points can be crucial come the end of it. Shows that football's a 90-minute game and you've got to keep on working. Rectory Rovers 2, Richmond Rangers 1. Seconds dying out here as Richmond look to get back in the game. But it's cleared well. And now Eben's harrying. Jake Fox back on the pitch, and the referee blows his full-time whistle. And what a massive 3 points that could be come the end of the season. The full-time score is Rectory Rovers 2, Richmond Rangers 1. As usual, big thanks to our sponsors MDM Entertainment and Events and Concept Dog, who do all of our graphics. Make sure you follow the boys on all social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube and Snapchat. All the relevant links and codes are in your description and on your screen now. And then, of course, the video production, thanks to Georgina Townsend. Until next time, share, like and subscribe. All support is appreciated. Up the Rectory.